Adam Dwight here. Just want to show you this amazing feature in Canva where Canva will actually help you to create your own website. So it's a fantastic tool. So you can see I'm logged into Canva here. Just want to show you it's important that when you log in with your college credentials and you are part of the City and Wolverhampton College domain. You can see there's 130 members. So that is important because you won't get all the features unless you're part of the City of Wolverhampton College domain, unless you are paying for it yourself, which obviously you don't want to do particularly. So if you're not sure about that, drop us a email at blt at wolfcoal.ac.uk or email me personally, and I'll be able to make sure that I invite you and that you are using the City of Wolverhampton College domain. Okay, so this effectively is the home page, and you can see this actually helps you create a load of things here. But you can literally just put the prompt in there. You want to create a website, and it will do that work for you. What I've done though here is I'm going to show you how you can use AI, different AI tools alongside each other to improve the output even further. So I'm going to use Gemini alongside this. So I want to create a website. So in this case, I want to create a website around learning theories. This is an important topic that my Year 1 Cert Ed students have to cover. So you can see I'm in Gemini in the prompt box, and I've said I'm using Canva to create a website for beginning teachers based around learning theories, and I want it to be interactive with multiple pages, clear links to seminal theories, historical timelines for the development of the theories, example of application to classroom practice, discussion questions and other ideas you have. Now you can obviously put in your own ideas here. I want to include the following five learning theories: behaviourism, cognitivism, constructivism, connectivism and humanism. Can you help me create a really good prompt of about 500 words for Canva for this website? So I'm going to go for that, and you'll see now it should now create that prompt for me. Look, and you can see it's done that. Okay, so it's told it how you want it to do it. Now you can check this, you can amend it. For the purposes now, I'm just going to copy and paste this and put this into Canva. So I'm copying that, and then I'm going into Canva, and then I'm pasting this in. Okay, and I can just check it's right. There we go. And then I press go. Now what it will now do is, once that prompt has been it says, look, I'll create an engaging multi-page website. So what's fascinating now is it starts to generate that code for what you've requested there. It's broken down everything that I want. It's summarized all the key things, and you'll see in a few minutes, it does take a little while, probably takes between 5 and 10 minutes. We'll come back and we'll see that it will have created that website for us that we can then look at, analyze and amend. So I'll come back in a few minutes and we'll see what it's actually produced. So you can see now the coding is finished, and it's created the first version 1 of the website, and it's absolutely fantastic. You can see it's got the 5 main theories. So each one, when you click on it, you've obviously got the key principles, you've got the seminal theorists, you've got historical timelines within that theory. You can also click on the different theories from the top. You can see each one. So it's an amazing tool for creating a website. Now though, what you can do is you can amend it and you can add and improve it. So one of the things I've noticed, for example, is that it doesn't give a lot of detail about the actual theories themselves. And I'd like a bit more detail with links to the papers. So I'm going to say that for the most important theorists, seminal again, can you give more detailed explanations of these theories and how they apply to classroom practice. Can you also give links, names, probably names, full references. I'm going to put academic references so I'm clear. And links to key research and papers. Okay. I'll also notice I need you to include Maslow's hierarchy of needs and John Sweller's cognitive load theory. Now it should work out which sections they go in, but just to be clear, I'm just going to clarify that in humanism for Maslow, and obviously John Sweller's cognitive load theory will go under cognitivism. Okay, a final thing I'm going to ask it to do, can you provide a quiz at the end as an assessment for learning tool? So even when you get the first draft of the website, you're able to amend it, and you can see I've got up to 4,000 characters that I can ask it to do. Now the only thing is the more detailed, the longer it will take, but that's obviously when you're trying to create a website, that's what it does. So I'm looking for more detailed explanations. I'm looking for academic references and links to key research papers. And I've mentioned Maslow's hierarchy of needs and John Sweller's cognitive load theory. Can you provide a quiz at the end as an assessment tool for learning? So let's see how it does with that. So I just click that now. And you'll see what it will do in a second or two. It will think about it, probably give a summary of what I want it to do. And then it will start to generate the code. And so what we'll end up with in a few moments is version 2 of the website. So it's a brilliant way of A, creating a website, and B, amending it to suit your purposes. So we'll come back in a few minutes and we'll see whether it's done those amendments. That's finished, and as you can see now, we've got version 2, and above it, it's summarised all the extra things that I wanted, and that it's done. So it's created Maslow's pyramid for me, hierarchy of needs. There's 8-question assessment. There's academic citations. So what I do now is check whether it's done that. So let's have a look in cognitivism, and you can see now it's added Sweller. It's given a detailed account of Sweller's cognitive load theory. It's come up with key academic research and academic references, which are there, which is fantastic. Let's have a look under the humanism tab to see whether we've got Maslow's hierarchy, and we have. We've got now the different areas. It's brilliantly worded. So if I had more time, I'd probably get them to improve that diagram, but it's got that. And again, in this section, it's got key references. And then it looks like for everyone now, there's an assessment question being added, look, which is fantastic. So it appears to have done all the things that I'll ask there, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, what I will say is at any point, I could go back and forth and carry on producing different versions. I'm going to show you now, once you're happy with it, or actually you can do this anyway at any stage just to create these versions as websites. This is the next stage now. You've gone through it, you're happy with it. I mean, one of the things I probably would have done would have been to corrected spellings. So it was all English, UK spellings rather than US. So we've got behaviour there without the U. So you could get all, that's probably would be the next stage. But because of time, I'm going to show you now how I publish this. So I go use inner design, and you can see you can use it a number of different ways. In this case, I'm going to go for website. okay? And then it will get that ready now to publish as a proper website. So it will take a second or two, and it gives you like a preview mode here. And you can see now on the top right we've got, so you can go into preview if you want to, but I'm going to go into publish website. And you can see now it creates that website with a full URL. So I'm now going to go publish, and it's now preparing that final website for me, which is absolutely fantastic. So I can actually, I'm just going to copy the URL and then I'm going to visit that website. So you can see now you've got the website. Potentially you could copy and paste that into Google Classroom. You can see it's fantastic. It's got all different elements, all the things that are there. And what a fantastic tool for creating resources for your students. And of course, getting them to create their own websites as well that you could use as an assessment method for an assignment. That's absolutely fantastic. And they obviously could then show you how they went back and forward, correcting the amending the website. Now, the only final thing to say is you can see it's quite a long website address. And so if you're going to post it in class, you would have the option to shorten the URL. This is something we've shown you, I think, in some of our other videos. So it's a really neat thing to do. So there's different URL shorteners. The one I tend to use is bit.ly, bit.ly.com. And you can see all you do with this one is you can paste the long link, and then it will create, in fact, let's just do that again. Create new, shorten a link. And then I now can put in so I could put here LT for learning theories, and I might put today's date, the 23rd of September. It's pretty unique. And now it's created that link for me, look. So that will be a link that I could use in class. You know, I could put on the board, and because it's just bit.ly LT, and that means people can access that really, really easily. And there's different ways you can share those, but what a great way of creating a website. And just to prove that does work, if I copy that, put it into my address bar, and you can see it takes me into the website. So there we go. That's how to use Canva to create your own website linked to your topic. So a fantastic tool.